All right, everybody, welcome to our second episode of For Realtors podcast. I hope everyone's doing very well today. I have my beautiful team with me, and we're just going to go through. I thought it would be a good idea to ask each one of my partners and myself our biggest plus, or the biggest thing we like about the industry since we started, and the thing we struggle with the most that we might not have foreseen before we started the industry. So who wants to dive in first?
I think I'll kick it off.
Okay.
One of the things I'm most excited for, and it's been so much fun in this industry, is the clients you meet and the people you meet. Not just clients that buy and sell houses, you meet contractors, you meet everyone involved in the industry and build these really good relationships.
Right.
And in that process, you come across clients that become lifelong friends too. I have several clients that are amazing people that I call on the daily or text, or they'll even send me memes. I have one buddy that he knows I had a health issue and wasn't drinking enough water, and he bought me a big 1 gallon container and sent it to me. And so we talk all the time, and he's actually became a really good buddy. And those are the huge pluses when you get to be a part of their first time buying a house, and then when they have kids and move into their dream home or a bigger space, and just see that growth from them as well. It's just something really cool to be a part of.
Have you always had the ability to get close to people, like even before you were in real estate?
Before I worked at Family Lubinol,
Yeah.
and you meet a lot of clients and you get to talk to them about their life and build those relationships, and you see them every 4 months, and you do build those relationships, and it's cool. And I think that's also what's helped be in this industry as well, is that's the whole key to the game, is the client relationship you build.
Right.
And you need to put them front of everything, and when you do that and really see something good come out of it, it's you can't beat that feeling, and you build that really good relationship with them as well.
I think that's really cool, man, that is the thing you like the most is to be there for other people. So for some people, they're good at being there, but it feels kind of like a burden, or like it's worked them. For you, it's what you enjoy about the job.
I really enjoy it. And I like taking the buying and selling process and working it as a team. You're doing this, anywhere from couple month to 6 month process, and talking to them daily and strategizing with them to make the best possible outcome for them and their family, and making it as easy as possible. And you learn a lot about them, and they learn a lot about you too in the meantime. So that's something you can't, it's amazing.
People can feel when that comes from a genuine place versus you're just trying to be a hotshot realtor and show off, and
100%. There's a lot of times they think if you're not with the right people, they think you say and do whatever just to get the sale.
Yeah.
And that's why it's very important. You need to put them first in every category and make sure this is the right home they're buying, putting them in the right spot with mortgage payment, and just something where you're not doing whatever just to make the sell, but to really benefit them and make sure they're in a good place. And you can tell when you've done all that and the transaction's done, and these people, will write 2 months later, it's
gotta be one of the best feelings in the world.
It's a good feeling, because you helped them, and they helped you, and they helped you grow and learn from different things. And the main thing, just be upfront about everything, and it goes a long way. And then that leads into the negative too. I mean, you get so attached to your clients and want to do so well for them. In real estate, at any moment, something can flip upside down.
Absolutely.
And I think we've all dealt with it, and it's something that's going to occur all through your career. And you want the transaction to be so smooth and them so happy. And so when something does come up, it cripples you, it hurts you, and it makes you not just because it's big money things that are coming out, either down payment that they had an issue with, or repairs came up, or something happened where it's a big issue, and you can't sleep until it's corrected or anything like that. I know down payment, not down payment, but other issues that you have that already worked out before you start that. And so when something like that comes up, it just really takes a toll on you.
What do you do? What do you do when you feel like things are hitting the fan and you need to gain your composure?
The good thing is the people I've worked with, it's not just, oh, this happened, it's your fault, or things like that. When an issue comes up, I have a really good lender that we work through the problem, and it takes a lot of stress off. It's not just, oh, this is your fault or something like that, where we work through it together, and it goes along with anything, with the appraisal or work being done or anything like that. There's a lot of stuff that's not in your control, and you need to learn to kind of breathe a little bit. I know, Johnny, you're dealing with something that's very stressful, and there's not much you can do about it other than prepare yourself, so next time something like that, you're more aware of it, and you can help the client, guide him, and double check certain things. And just there's stuff that you can't control that really takes a lot out of you. And just stresses you out, but we learn through it.
It's better to care like that and to learn to manage your own emotions than to not care.
It really does. If you don't care that this big issue came up, then you're not in it for the right place. If your buyer's having to deal with a huge problem, it's only natural that you're so invested in this client as well, and want to help solve everything.
But you got to come at it from the right.
You got to, You got to not put so much on you and learn to just take a breath and work it out.
It's good stuff. Good advice.
Yeah, thank you.
What about you, Jillian? What do you think is your biggest plus, or the thing you like the most?
I mean, I definitely second everything Cam says. That was probably going to be mine, but I don't want to repeat all of that again. But it's so huge. It's someone's biggest asset, so you have to care. You have to be on the ball. I think for me, one of the things I really love is that my day looks a little different all the time. I really love problem solving. And getting to try new techniques and talk to different people and be out and about. Some days I'm in the office working all day. Some days I'm walking around, going to, social networking events. And it's been a lot of fun, which is also, it could be the negative part too, right? You don't know what's coming next. You don't know, where your client's going to be. You don't know how you might solve a problem that comes up.
But I think on your feet a lot.
So it's a love and hate thing at the same time.
It's just the problems sometimes are so big and so huge of amount of money issue. It's not just a couple $100 things. If you mess up on something, it could be $20,000.
It could put someone back to square one where they're having to save up again, and
scary.
So I think we all take that very seriously.
100%. You have to, because like Cam said, if you don't take it seriously, you're not in the right industry.
No.
So for you, kind of struggling with like getting through that part of your day where you don't know what's going to happen next, that's fun and scary.
It's fun and scary, and kind of creating your own routine and schedule and testing the waters with what works and doesn't work. It's really, really fun, but some days you can be like, okay, am I doing everything I can be doing? Just the part of holding yourself accountable. It's both beautiful and scary.
And the houses we get to see are pretty cool on a daily basis. I've seen some outrageous cool homes, that we get to experience.
I'll be in the open house, like looking around like, how would I decorate this? What kind of furniture would I put? And it's so fun. Right.
I mean, you're putting together a deal in Hollister, so I know you coming from dental hygiene to real estate. Like, think about a couple years ago, you knew what your day was going to be. You knew how many patients you had. For the next 9 hours I'm scheduled, and this is what I'm doing. Now you're in the car on the way to Hollister, and yesterday you didn't even think you'd be going to Hollister to put together a deal. So that's like hooking and jabbing out there. It's stressful but fun. That's pretty cool. So I think for me, the thing I like the most about this industry is the fact that my career and my business is essentially my own personal development. I remember working jobs, like hourly jobs in the kitchens or whatnot, and feeling like I was advancing my craft and my skills, but still had the feeling that it was work and then I had to go home and work on myself, right? When I was at work, I was working on work, and then I could get off and work on myself. Now I get to do both all day.
Yeah.
If I'm working on myself, my business will be better.
Yep.
And if I'm working on my business, I'm probably working on myself at the same time.
Yep.
So
That's huge.
for me, that's, I imagine it would be the same feeling as like a bodybuilder getting a job at a gym. Now he's like, now I work in my sanctuary all
Yeah.
the time. That's how I feel about real estate.
Yeah.
The sanctuary is getting good at relationships, you know, becoming a better planner, becoming better organized, getting
Yeah.
stronger physically.
Yeah.
All these things play into to my business. So now it gets to be a priority. And
Yeah.
it's so exciting for me.
Yeah.
It's
That's,
such a change too.
yeah, 100% it's a change.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the struggle though, that change of like, well, now if I come across like rejection or failure, so to speak, temporary failure in this career, it's hard to separate that from, you know, personal failure or personal rejection because the product is me as a person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's a big one.
Much like Cam is learning to deal with those emotions right, and if things start to get sticky, just know that I'm sticking to the program of doing what's right and
Yeah.
fulfilling my true nature, you know.
Exactly.
It can be tough, it can be challenging, but
It helps overall to get you stronger in that aspect because no matter how good you are and how caring you are, you're going to come across situations that just didn't work out.
right.
Yeah.
There's, you know, there's a lot of people in this industry. There's a lot of people coming from different areas that have connections and like things done a certain way.
Yep.
And it's nothing against any of us. It's just no matter what, we'll come across something.
Yeah.
And you just gotta, it's how you react to it and bounce
Yeah.
back or
And anyone, even not realtors, anyone who's bought or sold a home, they know that your escrow there's gonna come stress. There's
Yeah.
gonna come
Yeah.
speed
There's
bumps and
always a-
complications. And
it's
Yeah.
very rare that it doesn't. So
Right.
you need
Yeah.
to be
Very
more,
rare.
yeah, very.
don't bank on that. What you want to bank on
Yeah.
is that there's gonna be some problems, but your realtor is professional
Yeah.
and ready and equipped
Yeah.
to deal with those problems
Yes.
as they come.
Roll with the
Absolutely.
punches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Eliza?
Well, I would say very similar to Julian. I really love the fact that I can control my own schedule. But with that comes, okay, am I doing everything that I need to do? So I love having a different day every single day.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I can be going to some random city in California and
Yeah.
I don't even know where it is on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
didn't hear about it until now. We're
Yeah,
Yeah.
like where am I going? And so I think that's the coolest thing. And attending events and just meeting everyone in these cities.
Right.
Like I had no idea. We literally last week we went to a cornhole tournament,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
and
even know that happened in Atwater. And
You
there
know,
we go.
and it was the
So
coolest
fun.
thing. So we get to meet a bunch of cool people, and
That's cool.
you know, and I just love that. I love making new connections. And even though sometimes I get like social anxiety and I don't want to do it,
Yeah.
that propels me more to do it because it's like, this is a fear that I have, so let me do it. And so it pushes me kind of like use very similar. I use a lot of my personal development. I get to do that here
Yeah.
while doing this job. And I always wanted to do that because before I had like 30 different jobs
It's tough.
before, and
It's tough.
none of them I felt like I could do the personal development while I was. And I probably could. It was a mindset at that
It's a
time.
mindset for sure.
But now I feel like I'm just doing it all the time.
Right.
And I love that. But it goes back to the challenge, like, am I doing everything that I could be doing?
Right.
I have to have myself accountable, and lucky enough, I'm on a cool team that, you know, people are always on top of their stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, cool, you know, because I see you guys doing so good, I'm like, I have to stay on my toes, always.
Right.
And so it's just so cool to be on a team, and I think those are mine.
I think that's a great
Mhm.
point, is that environment, because you kind of touched on it a little bit, because
Yeah.
you said, what's a mindset thing, and when I was in my other jobs,
Yes.
not career, that's a
Yes.
mindset, it's a job, not a career, that's a mindset.
Yes.
But that's built somewhat off of the environment.
Yeah,
Your environment's gonna lend into your mindset.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think real estate in general is a growth mindset
Yeah.
environment, but specifically on a team when
It
you're
is.
with people that
Yeah.
you drive with, it's like level 10
Dude,
Yeah.
growth
totally.
mindset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I think with us coming from a overall the team was awesome where
Yeah.
we came from.
For
So
sure.
we learned so much in
Yes.
how to navigate someone in different positions in their life as well, and and we were taught a lot of good things, how to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Really, we learned so much by what we learned meeting and talking to so much people, that we really developed good skills to really help people too.
Yeah.
Right.
I was insanely shy before I started, and then cold calling for 4 hours a day.
That'll put an end to shyness. That will put an end to shyness.
So
That's like our buddy Alder.
Yeah.
When he first started, very shy, and now it's transformed him big time.
And it spreads out to every aspect of your life. You know?
Absolutely.
So it's been,
You go from
hello
quick to like your 100th phone call and you're just jiving.
And they can say some wild stuff to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Rejection don't hurt after the 100th time.
After hearing Brandon's voice now, you
Yeah.
can get there. Like to us, that's a normal. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
But to someone else, that could cripple someone.
Cripple you.
This is how work's gonna be. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So definitely, that building that thick skin is such an upside to this job too. Is that you're gonna take some lumps. You're gonna get doors slammed in your face. You're gonna get hung up on. You're gonna be called names. And anyone who's dealt with sales or marketing in any job has had that.
Oh
yeah.
So
that,
absolutely.
That thick skin, baby. That thing. That's gonna take me far.
Like I just because with the social anxiety, like I'm less scared. But like I said earlier, you know, you can get through it. Like if you're gonna go say hi to somebody and they just ignore you and walk away, like the inside you're like, oh man. But like on the outside it's like, oh, it's all good. It's all good. You know, just make it till you make it. So
it helped me with like my friendships being more like myself, going out when I'm meeting people and just regular life. You know, being a single person dating, like it.
Yeah. It translates.
Yeah.
It translates to the whole life.
Oh man, I feel like this is gonna be it's gonna transfer into a great podcasting episode.
And we'll plug. You just did a little plug here. You're gonna be getting hit up on by.
Oh yeah.
You just did.
My information is down below. No.
We know, and we'll get better at. We'll just shout out like people we've worked with, contractors and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Fit Kitchen and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like as we get going and stuff.
Which, speaking of, right next to us on Broadway here in Turlock is Fit Kitchen. One of the only places I've ever seen that's doing fast food that's legit, actual healthy food.
Delicious.
I got a ground turkey with sweet potatoes and green beans today. It was good.
Great.
I call it fast food's probably the wrong term.
Yeah,
you can get it as like quicker than fast food, but it's home cooked meal prep food.
Yes.
And it's basic ingredients, but they season it perfectly.
It's
right
We're doing a very good plug.
we're talking about that.
I'm shouting out Erica right now. I've never even met you in person, but you just blow my mind with how buff you are. I'm just so amazed at you.
That goes to show if you add good value, you're gonna get plugs, man.
It just helps that we leave our office, we walk around, we go into businesses, we talk to people. It's just it all comes back around.
We're in the good spot because we even have Lander right here too that has a bunch of stores.
Yeah.
Actually, I've only just when I go down there, I've only checked this street.
Yeah.
Not the back.
We're in downtown Turlock. We got loud around us.
We would do good with just a live podcast, just talking.
Yeah,
like let it film.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like and so earlier, because you guys are hearing all the background. So
Now
earlier when we did our first one, it was up here, and I'm looking at it like, dude, all my favorite podcasts, they're like face to face. Why did I set it up there? But again, it was like our first time.
Right.
I didn't even think about it.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, taking action is the only way things get started.
Yes, that
and things have to get started before they go.
Take action.
Do we need mics where it sounds better?
Yes.
We're gonna do that.
You let us know. How do we sound right now?
Can you hear us?
Probably need some mics.
We'll get mics.
We're getting there.
And then let's get like a legit. Well, now.
You're getting excited.
Well, no, because if we have it set up and then like how Joe Rogan has, it's close up, the mic's doing, and you're just talking. We just sit and talk,
cool.
and then people will start to like our personalities and just want to hear it.
Exactly.
Because we could literally just hit send and start talking and just do whatever.
Yeah, we should try that.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there's mainly upside to our job. We have some struggles, but we have fun more than anything else.
Exactly.
And you know what? I think you're not going to get the job done right if you're not having fun. So that's one big thing that I've learned.
Yeah.
Fun, and that is another thing. Leading actually into last week. Was it last week we went laser tagging
Oh yeah.
with all of our old teams?
That's
So that
cool.
was cool. You weren't with us.
Some team building right
But
there. We gotta do
we're
another
gonna have to
laser
do
tag.
that.
I was not invited.
Oh,
so.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Who did it in my
Wait.
camp?
No.
Well,
I
it's,
just
it's
see
not
all
like it
your
was
guys'
Texas
You're
birthday.
right, you're
Now
right,
you
you're
guys
right.
are posting more, so now I got
You're
met
right.
with all three. You guys just laser tagging.
Cameron's like, "Where's my?" I told Tessa to invite you.
No,
Yeah.
it was no. I would have been out
Rude
of
as
town
hell.
anyways.
I
What
should- I
day was
should've
it?
told.
Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, I would have.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's why we didn't
Well,
invite you. I
yeah,
knew
that's
you.
Someone's birthday's in 5 days. Or 7 days. 1 week.
I'm
1 week.
inviting you.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Yep.
you.
We're going
Yes.
to the
We're gonna go to the
trees
beach.
or the beach.
Oh, the trees.
What
the
is
trees.
that? February 5th?
5.
Yep.
It's on a Monday. And we decided that we're gonna go into nature because
We're gonna
I think
take a hike.
We all need some nature.
Going
man.
Yes,
in
we do.
nature is very
You know,
important.
taking
we
in
don't
some
do it
fresh
enough.
oxygen
Yeah.
Yes.
and just
I'm addicted to oxygen.
sing.
You heard it all? Well, no. You didn't hear it all.
Thanks for listening to us.
Yeah.
We really like talking about our story. We'd love to hear if you're a realtor or if you have any advice for us. Just
Throw us some
leave us
comments.
some comments.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
We'd love to hear from you. That's what this is for, is to
I
hear from
really
you guys.
think we could do a good. So we'll have like an informative podcast. And
Yes.
just to talk. This
Yes.
is fun.
That's
This
the
is fun.
point.
Yeah.
Because we'll do informative and we'll do talking.
That's why I was thinking 4 realtors is